What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ron Stoppable. Now I'm going by Coach Ron. Welcome to my channel. This is the Food Fitness channel. Stands for Fighting Off Our Demons. Today, it's not gonna be a usual type of video. Today, I'm gonna do some venting. If you saw my last video, then you know that this week was the start of my 90-day challenge that I'm doing called 43 and Free. Last week was exactly 90 days until my 43rd birthday. So I said I was gonna try and lose 25, 30 pounds by my birthday. And so this is gonna be a full recap of week one. All right, so week one of my 43 and Free challenge is officially in the books. And let me tell you, it did not go as smoothly as I thought it would, especially because, you know, I've been on the grind here for a while now. So, you know, I figure, you know, starting this challenge with myself would be fairly easy. It wasn't. I want to break it down. Not to vent, you know, too much, but to show you the reality of this journey and what it really looks like. Truth is, I don't feel motivated right now. You know, I feel tired, frustrated. I feel like I'm doing everything right and still getting tested. So the week started off solid. I was locked in. You know, I meal prepped, that was on point. My workout plan, that was set. You know, I had the momentum and everything. But the only catch for Monday was I didn't get much sleep because I stayed up late editing that last video that you guys saw. But Monday came and I got to the gym late, you know, so I didn't get a chance to do my cardio, but I still got my lift in. That's no excuses. You know, Tuesday came, same intensity, same fire. I was up early, on time, you know, I did weights and cardio, and I got to work. Mind you, I'm at a job that I've mentally checked out from for a dozen reasons, but yeah, I still gotta show up because I got responsibilities. Then I got an email that shifted everything. A final interview with a bigger company with a role that is tailor-made to my resume. I mean, it is absolutely perfect. So in the email, I was going through a recruiter. He was like, you know, I got some strong feedback from, I interviewed with two people, a man and a woman. And he was like, I got great feedback from them. They want to schedule a final interview with you. I said, okay, cool. Yeah, let me know what time they want to do this. He said they're hoping to do the interview on Wednesday. I said, all right, cool. I can be there Wednesday at 9:30. Bet. Wednesday came, I adjusted my rest day, and I got focused on the preparation. You know, I showed up early. My interview was at 9:30. I got there at 9. I met with one of the managers who had already interviewed with, and he walked me around the property, showed me a lot of the amenities, gave me some background on the property. It's fairly new. They have a fitness center there that is a chef's kiss. I mean, for somebody like me that likes to work out early in the morning, with this gym being on site, it's miles better than the gym at my current job. So I'm like, that's icing on the cake for me. As long as this interview go right, I'm gonna be set. You know, it's 24 hours, you know, and it literally has everything that I could want in a gym that's not my home gym. So after we walked around, we met up with another young lady, and she was not somebody who I had interviewed with already. She was actually supposed to be on the interview, but she got tied up in something else and couldn't make it. They have this little like meeting area in the lobby. So this building has some phenomenal amenities, but they had this meeting area, and so it was the two of us. It was the three of us. I'm sorry, it was the three of us, and then the other lady who I had already previously interviewed with came, you know, about 5-10 minutes into the interview. Everything went good, you know. The vibe was strong. I was confident. I was sharp. You know, I made sure I asked the right questions. I smiled. I gave eye contact. You know, I left feeling like I nailed it. You know what I'm saying? Everything was cool. I asked them when they plan on making a decision. They just said soon. They didn't give me a deadline or anything like that. So I was okay with that. You know, I left from there, called me an Uber, went on back home. I went back home because I wanted to change my clothes so it didn't look like I had just came from an interview, because mind you, I got to go back to this job that I fully disconnected from. So later on that day, I realized that I had been going back and forth with the recruiter, and I didn't have any of the contact information of the people that I interviewed with. So I reached out to the recruiter and I'm like, you know, hey man, I want to send a thank you email to the people that I interviewed with. Do you mind giving me that information? He shot back an email and said, you know, no problem, here are the email addresses. I'll get back to you when I talk to the team tomorrow, which was Thursday. So I said, all right, cool, bet. They've been pretty quick with responses. I'll be cool, no problem. Thursday came, got up early, hit the gym, got myself straight, got to work. And I found myself checking my email all day long. I mean, I refreshed my email like I was waiting for somebody to tell me they dropping $50 million in my lap. But I checked it all day long, several times. I mean, I'm in meetings at the job, refreshing my email on my phone and whatnot. I heard nothing all day. So I'm like, all right, cool, you know, whatever. Thursday comes, Thursday goes, nothing. Friday comes, I hit the gym. I had legs that day, and I did something new. I used the assault bike instead of the treadmill, and I've never used it before. If for anybody that's not familiar, an assault bike is if a stationary bike and an elliptical had a baby. That's exactly what it is. It's an elliptical with a seat, and it was pretty good. I got a nice, good workout on there too. I did about 15, 20 minutes on that. But then I, you know, took a shower, went to work, everything was cool. Again, all day checking my emails, checking. Friday come, get off work, still checking my email. So then I was like, let me go back and see what time the recruiter had sent me that email with the contact info of everybody, just to see how late he might be working. He sent it at like 6:30. So I was like, okay, by 6:30, if I don't hear nothing, then, you know, it's whatever. I'm also looking for a thank you from the people, any of the people that I had sent that thank you email to. I got nothing from them either. And I started spiraling just a little bit. I started spiraling, and then I was like, you know, I started doubting myself. You know, I'm like, maybe I didn't do as good as I thought, or maybe you know, you get in your head and you start making up stories of stuff that's not even real or not even happening. And I just started to get into a funk. So I shifted my focus. I said, you know what? Let me hit my client up that I work with on Saturdays and make sure that we're still good for, you know, Saturday morning. I also reached out to a friend of mine because a couple months back, she and I said that we would link up on this particular Saturday, because between her schedule and my schedule, us hanging out is probably never going to happen unless, like we did, we book it, you know, months in advance. Then I remember that I got to take my daughter to her community service event at 3 o'clock. So I'm like, all right, bet. I could train my client, get my workout in afterwards, hang out with my homie for a little bit, then boom, shoot straight up the street, take my daughter to her little thing. Cool. Everything falling into place. So I go to bed, feeling like, all right, you know what? We're just going to relax and chill and get ready to enjoy this Saturday. So I wake up 5:30 Saturday morning. to a text message from my homie saying she got food poisoning and she in the hospital. I'm like, damn, son, that's fucked up. All right, let me know if you need anything. I know you in the hospital, they're taking care of you, but if you need anything, holler at me. Right after that, about 6:30, 6:45, my client hit me saying that she can't meet up. This is the third week in a row that she has canceled. And she was honest with me. She was like, she going through some stuff right now, and she just mentally not there right now. And that bothered me the most because this was my first client right here. She believed in me before I was even certified. And we never really got to get a momentum going because I really wanted to see her shine. I really wanted to see her get into the shape that she wanted to get in. And so all of that happened, and I'm just like, all right, well, I have nothing left but my own workout and take my baby down to her event. So I got up, I went to the gym, but my mind wasn't in it. My mind was just looking at this whole week and then how the morning had started. I just started doubting myself and started just really pouring in those bad thoughts, those demons started really just coming crashing down on me, man. And I just didn't know what to do. So I kind of dragged myself through that workout. It was a good workout still. I got my cardio, and I actually ended up doing like 35 minutes on the treadmill because I just needed to kind of get that release. It wasn't there when I was lifting. And I just said, I'll just spend some extra time on the treadmill. And it actually worked out, because I felt good when it was over. Got my protein shake and I headed on home to take my baby to her event. So after I dropped her off at her event, I had to drop her off by 3:30 and I needed to pick her up by 9:30. So I came on back home and I just kind of relaxed, did some light stretching, did a little research online, made a couple social media posts, and I just tried to put the day behind me or whatnot, And I just was trying to just put myself into a better, like a better mind state, a better head space, what I'm saying? And it was working a little bit, But so I picked her up and then I just came back home and I crashed. It wasn't nothing else left for me to do. I just went to bed. And that brings us to today, Sunday. As all of you know who have seen this channel before and those of you that may be new here, Sunday is mandatory meal prep day. That is the foundation of my entire week. That is how I make sure I get all of my nutrition intact. I know how I'm gonna eat all week. I have everything measured out. I have everything separated. So all I have to do is every day when I come home, I pack for the following day, put it in the fridge, and I can go ahead and start my nightly routine every Sunday. It's what I always do. It's what I've been doing. That's never gonna change unless I'm on vacation. But anyway, a lot of you know I get my groceries delivered from Amazon Fresh. So I had the delivery set to come between 9 and 11. I woke up at about 10:15 and I looked at my phone because normally they'll say, hey, they're packing your food. Hey, your food just left. Or hey, your food will be there in a few minutes. Or hey, your food's been delivered. I woke up, I had none of that. I had none of that. So I'm looking at I go to the app and it's like your order is late, but it's still, you're still gonna get it around like 1 o'clock or something like that. I said, all right, cool. I had some leftover chicken that I had already seasoned and froze from last week because I didn't use it all. So I said, all right, I'm gonna cook that and then I'm gonna have that for breakfast, and I'll be set. So an hour passes and I'm like, I still haven't heard anything. Let me look at the phone. I look at the phone and I see an update that says, your food is out for delivery. I'm like, all right, cool. So I start, thinking about what I'm gonna do this week. What anything that I need to make sure that I get done as far as like my fitness or anything at work or anything at home or anything like that. And so I get all that situated. About another hour passes. I go back and I look and it says that your order is 6 stops away. Okay, cool. So it'll be here shortly. So I start gathering up my laundry to get done, throw my first load in, start looking at some Hulu a little bit. And then like 45 minutes go by and I go back to the app and it's like your order is 6 stops away. And I'm like, wait a minute, still? So with Amazon, when you get in grocery deliveries, I'm not sure if it's like this for regular stuff because I've never used this option, but they have an option for you to call the driver. I called the lady, her name was Elaine, called her twice, no answer. So then I get on the chat with Amazon. Amazon is like, yeah, we can't reach them people's neither. They said the only option you got is we can reorder everything or I can give you a refund. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. Not give me a refund, just reorder everything and send it to me later today. They deliver until like 10, 11 o'clock at night. So if I gotta take a later one, then that's cool. As long as I get the stuff and I can at least get my proteins and vegetables done, I could go without a carb for a day. I could just, worry about that at another time. No options for today. Everything was no slots were available for today. So I'm like, ain't this a bitch? And when I tell you, I absolutely hate going to the grocery store with a passion. I hate it. I don't know what it is, but I absolutely hate going to the grocery store. I only go to the grocery store if I absolutely need to. And this was one of those times that I absolutely needed to. I hated it. So now I'm like, now I gotta go back. Now I gotta go to the grocery store. Another thing has gone wrong. And I'm just like, still? Like, what am I doing wrong here? Like, what is happening? Can I just fucking keep my promise to myself without something going wrong? Like, please. Like, I'm doing my best and I'm staying on track. I put these rules and guidelines in order for myself so that I can succeed. But it's like something always want to happen. Something always want to happen. So I got frustrated and I was like, you know what? I just want to lay down and take a nap. But I can't because meal prep is non-negotiable. So I said, you know what? I got that chicken that I cooked that could get me through a couple of days. Let me look in the freezer, see what else I got. Thank God for overbuying because I had some shrimp. I had a couple bags of vegetables and a couple of those Uncle Ben's jasmine rice pouches. Perfect. I got enough food to last me to Wednesday. The good thing about it is all of it fits within my macros. I mean, the meals are going to be identical, no variety, but that's fine because I essentially don't eat for flavor. I eat for what it's going to do for my body. I'm not saying that I don't season my food or whatnot, but it's not about entertainment. I'm eating this stuff for the fuel. So luckily I had everything I needed and I said, all right, fine. I got everything. I cooked up what I had, got it all ready, put it in the fridge. And then I came downstairs and I laid down. And I'm like, I gotta make this video because it's the first week into this challenge, but I don't feel it. I'm not in the mood. I was not in the mood. I didn't want to do it. Just my mind is just all over the goddamn place at this point right now. It's like every time I get ahead, something wants to pull me back. And this is like a pattern that I've noticed. And as I had sat back and thought about it, it's like my whole life. Every time I say I'm gonna do something, some other shit happens and tries to fuck me up. But this time it's a little different because obviously I'm making this video and I'm smiling a little bit because as I've got to vent to you guys, I'm feeling better. I just hope that this can resonate with somebody who has gone through this or is currently going through this. Resilience is a big part of literally every aspect of our lives. And we have to maintain that even when it feels like it's for nothing. I've been frustrated, I felt depleted, and I'll be honest, I haven't been in a good headspace. But I still made it, And to make things that much better, I got on a scale this morning and it read 317.6. Last week, Sunday, I was at 320.8, which gives me a 3.2 pound loss for the first week, which is fantastic. That's another reason why I'm smiling, because I got it done. So, despite the chaos, the work is showing, the results are coming. This journey isn't about a number on a scale. It's about just keeping a promise that I made to myself, even when I don't feel like it, excuse me, even when the world tries to test me at every turn over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So if you're watching this, if your plans keep getting wrecked and life be lifing, if you're asking yourself the same things I did, can I just catch a fucking break? Just know, man, you're not alone. Your strength is not in the perfect days. It's in the days you show up anyway. This is week 1 of 43 and free. I'm still here. I'm still fighting, still rising. It's wins only. That's all we're claiming. It's wins only. And as I always say, stay humble, stay solid, keep positive people in your circle. Get you a fitness coach or personal trainer. If you can't really rock with that right now, I completely understand. I'm doing free consultations that actually come with a free meal plan and a free workout. If you can't do any of that right now, I understand. Get you some accountability partners. Preferably people that live near you so you guys can get together in person. It's a lot easier to do this and have fun when you have somebody else there with you that's giving you that push. You guys may not have the same physique goals, but one thing you have in common is that this work needs to be done. And as I always say, as sure as 10 dimes make a dollar, consistency is key, but it's always discipline over everything. I'm Ron Stoppable, aka Coach Ron, and this is the end of week 1. Gone.
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you